Published 12:03 EDT, the 2nd of September 2017. Updated 16:22 EDT, the 2nd of September 2017. Manchester United legends enjoyed a trip down memory lane and a 22 draw with Barcelona legends, on a day where football did all it could to help those less fortunate. The legs might have been a little slower, the stomachs a little thicker and the hair a little greyer, but Old Trafford still contained plenty of footballing class and skill on Saturday afternoon in a match played under skies more suitable to Spain than the Northwest. If you rated all the players on display at modern-day prices, then the Theatre of Dreams was richer than Fort Knox at kickoff, and the family-friendly crowd were delighted to see heroes of yesterday in action. Danny Webber expertly chips the ball over Barcelona goalkeeper Jesus Angoy to double the lead for Manchester United. The Red Devils ace watchers on as his deft effort leaves the goalkeeper stranded while sailing over his head, proving any goal matters. Regardless of the match, Webber wheeled away in passionate celebration following his effort. The United number 11 was greeted by fellow legend Ruud van Nistelrooy to celebrate his sublime strike. Van Nistelrooy had earlier rolled back the years by slotting home a penalty at Old Trafford, opening the score. Early on, the Dutchman was mobbed by his fellow legends while celebrating the familiar feeling of a goal at Old Trafford. Karel Poborský was sent tumbling by Barcelona's Frederick Dehu, causing the referee to point to the spot. Inside 15 minutes, the Czech star was sent crashing over the ball down onto the freshly laid turf at Old Trafford. Barcelona 433. Angoy, Belletti, Edmilson, Dehu, Abidal, Davids, Sergi, Mendieta, Simão, Kluivert, Goico. Goals: Luis Garcia, Mendieta. Manchester United 3-4-2-1. Van der Sar, Brown, Dublin, Johnson Park, Poborský, York, Sylvester Blomqvist, Zaha. Van Nistelrooy. Goals: Van Nistelrooy, Penn, Webber. Champions League winners littered the pitch like confetti, with both teams doing their utmost to give the fans in attendance an enthralling afternoon. Back in June, United's veterans defeated Barcelona in the first leg of the summer special clash at the Nou Camp 31, and the strength of the Catalan starting 11 proved they were after revenge. Quality likes Edgar Davids, Patrick Kluivert and Edmilson started for Barca, and Davids in particular looked like he had never been away. The Barca and Barnet legend covered every inch of Old Trafford on a sunlit day for a match designed to raise funds for the Manchester United Foundation. For United, Dennis Irwin was hoping to start, but a hamstring injury kept the 53-year-old out of United's starting lineup. However, United were not short of match winners. Veteran playmaker Gaisca Mendieta pulled back a late equalizer for Barca in the latter stages of the tie. Iconic manager Sir Alex Ferguson watched on from the executive seats as the match unfolded on the pitch below. Barcelona's Edmilson shows he is taking things seriously by lunging for the ball. During the opening stages of the match, veteran star Edgar Davids soon got into the swing of things in central midfield. Wearing the pale blue of Barcelona, the celebrated legend sported his trademark black goggles for the afternoon footballing occasion. Ruud van Nistelrooy, with 150 goals in just 219 games for the club, led from the front, while the likes of Louis Saha, Dwight Yorke, Ji-sung Park and Edwin van der Sar underlined how strong a side United had out. With this match coinciding with the Game 4 Grenfell Game 200 or some miles south, football again showed its capacity to unite and heal, and maybe this international break should become an annual focal point for charity events. As expected, this encounter was played in a pedestrian manner and spirit, and was more like a glorified five-a-side encounter, but nobody seemed to mind. Park and Van Nistelrooy got the biggest early cheers until Karel Poborský, he of the Euro 96 wonder goal for the Czech Republic, staggered through on goal, was dragged down by Frederick Dehu, and Van Nistelrooy converted from the spot. After 20 minutes, Davids skipped through and showed a lovely turn to get in on goal, but he pushed his left wide of the far post. Andy Cole took to the dugout as manager of Manchester United, filling in as a late replacement for Brian Robson. Luis Garcia smiles as he shakes hands with Manchester United legend Ronnie Johnson prior to kick-off. The two teams and Old Trafford stand for a minute's silence to remember the victims of the Manchester and Barcelona attacks. Both teams exchanged official matchday pennants before the action got underway inside the iconic stadium. Two players may have been past the primes, but it was clear that both teams wanted to win, although Van Nistelrooy's early penalty meant it was now 41 to United on aggregate, leaving Barca with a mountain to climb. Patrick Kluivert had a go from 60 yards, but his effort drifted wide, while Gaisca Mendieta also thrashed an effort goalwards that briefly worried United. Dion Dublin's extravagant backheel volley, which went badly wrong, was one of the first half's highlights, but just before the break, Danny Webber briefly resembled Ronaldo, either one, as he slinked through, conned Angoy into committing the dive before he then cheekily lifted over him into the back of the net. After the break, Xavi Guzman produced a decent save to deny York, but Barcelona then struck twice, through Luis Garcia and Mendieta, to draw level in no time at all, as new goalkeeper Raymond van der Gouw had nothing to do but pick the ball out of the net. There were brief hopes of an outrageous aggregate comeback, which would have seen the tie go to penalties, but that was not to be, and although United got the win, everybody left Old Trafford smiling. Captains Ed Milson and Dwight Yorke pose for photographs and the shirt of the opposition prior to kick-off.